Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Ramaya Ramabhadraya, Ramachandraya Vedase, Raghunathaya Nathaya, Sitaya Pataye Namaha, Sitaya Pataye Namaha. So we are in Adbhut Ramayan and we are looking at the Sita Charitra and some events that are contained within here to understand them better. And we have seen that Sita ji came back to her Saumya Roop in front of Sri Ram. Even though Ramchandra ji is the Parabrahma Paramatma, he did the Leela of having forgotten who he is, and he became afraid looking at the Mahakali, and then eventually singing her praises, taking the 108 names of hers. He his heart and mind was full of her, and as a result the fear went away, and the Mahakali came into the Saumya Roop, and then he fell at her feet, did the namaskar, and he is doing all this. Where are we, man? And then after that, Sita ji, where are we? Then Sita ji came back to herself. Mahakali came back to herself being the Sita, and by doing that great glory which was being expressed through her, when she took the form of Mahakali, she rejected it, and she chose to be the wife of Sri Ramchandra ji. And this is the greatness of Sita ji. And and she chose, she accepted being Sita as more important than being the Mahakali. And she didn't have any desire to be prayed by Sri Ram, to be prayed by the various gods. All she wanted was to be with Sri Ram, and there should be no war on the earth, and there should be love and peace on the earth to pervade. And according to that, she took the appropriate form and came next to Ram, and she said, "Hey Ram, you are the source of the whole creation. Because you were hit by Ravan, Sahasra Ravan, therefore you became Murchit, and now and because there is some arrow which he hit, and because of that he became so in your blue form. Blue color represents what?
The sky.
Infinity, blue sky, blue ocean. Water is colorless, sky is also colorless, but the blue color, when it comes, it represents infinity. So she says, I will abide with you in your Neela Roop, in your blue form from now on. So this is the greatness of Sita ji, that she did not want to be separated from Ramchandra ji even for a moment. And and she has the most love for the countenance of Sri Ram. Countenance means जो उनका शक्ल है, उनकी आँखें हैं, उनके नाक है, उनकी स्माइल है, उनका जो whatever she sees in Ram, जो उनको दिखते हैं, उससे उनको बहुत प्रेम है. And also the Ram's valor and his power, and she feels proud that her husband is, that her Ram is so powerful, and she wants to continue Ram to be Ram, and she wants to continue to be Ram's Sita rather than Sita's Ram in that manner. And in this thinking in this manner, or having this feeling in her heart, she her greatness she hid, and she took the role of Ardhangini of Sri Ram. And similarly, just like Sita ji, Ramchandra ji also recognized her Shakti and valor, and he had complete faith in her prowess, and therefore he asked for a Vardhan from Sita ji. All this you don't hear in Valmiki and Tulsi Ramayan. And what is the Vardhan? Devi Site Mahabhage Darshitam Rupam Aishwaram Hridayannapagaccheta Aditi me diyatam varaha. He says, O Mahabhage, O Devi Site, whatever the Mahakali Roop, the Ishwari Roop that you showed me, let that form never vanish from my eyes. It should ever remain imprinted in my heart and vision, and I should never forget that. This is the boon that you give me. And Sita ji gave him that Vardhan. And after going to Ayodhya, and when everyone became very happy seeing Ram and Sita ji together again on the throne, after Sahasra Ravan is killed, what's the point there? Then they came back. Rishi Muni, all of them welcomed them again, and seeing that they have done such a great job out there. Ramchandra ji has killed Ravan, Sita ji has killed Sahasra Ravan, yet they are absolutely humble. They are not having any airs or around them that we have done such a great thing, and we are greater than the greatest. No, seeing that Vinamra Bhav, all the Rishi Munis, they gave them Ashirwad. And Valmiki says, where is this Adbhut story of Ramayana hidden? Ramayanam Maharatnam Brahmahrit Kshiradhavabhut Naradantah Samasadya Kraman Mama Hridi Sthitam. Meaning, this Ramayana Rupi, this great treasure of Ramayana, it was hidden in the heart of Brahmaji. And what is the heart of Brahmaji? Brahmaji's heart is the Kshira Samudra, the milky ocean. And in that it was hidden. And that Adbhut Ramayan was gained from Brahmaji by Narad, and from Naradji it came to me, Valmiki ji is telling. So this is the sequence in which it came. The creator of this Ramayana can be Valmiki, or you can imagine that that this Ramayana was expressed by one great rishi whose name is Valmiki, and the Ramayana entered him and expressed out of him because the question was asked. Because if the question is not asked, answer will not come. And if the answer is appropriate, then the answer also comes from that, with that inspiration. Because Valmiki ji is continuously thinking of Ramchandra ji or Paramatma. So when such a question Bharadwaj Muni asked, out of great inspiration he is answering. But you ask him, Valmiki ji, can you tell me about your past, please? How many people you killed before you became sannyasi, before you became a rishi? Will he answer that question? Will he even look at you? How many days it took you to write the Ramayana? How many years tapasya did? He said, "Thu, sab chhod dega." But if you ask something like this, he is inspired. Same thing. When we are with Rishi, Munis, saints, sages, sannyasis, we should ask appropriate questions. And here, Valmiki, and through this Adbhut Ramayan, we see the hidden prowess that is hidden within Valmiki ji. Just as Saint Tulsidas ji, out of him the Ramcharitmanas expressed. You were saying Dongre Maharaj, he was also hundreds of thousands of verses from a blind man, from Sudar ji, a blind bhakta. So many compositions came out. Exactly the same way. This is not something which can be thought, worked out, and then written. This is spontaneous sphurna of the divine. And in this way, so here it is in Adbhut Ramayana, it is told that just as Tulsidas ji wrote the Ramcharitmanas, and he was the creator of it, or he was out of inspiration it came out, and that Tulsidas is considered as the avatar of Valmiki ji, and that Krishna Bhakt Narsimha Mehta. You know who is Narsimha Mehta? He was the guru of Sita ji. Not Sita ji, Mirabai. And he gave her that tanpura with which she used to sing. When she used to be washing dishes, he used to come over the wall. The wall was only about that high, and he used to look. She's crying and she's saying Krishna, 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 Krishna. And then he came, and slowly their relationship built up. And Krishna Bhakt Narsimha Mehta is the avatar of Muchukund. You know who's Muchukund? He was sleeping in the cave, and when he died, his son was who? याद करना पड़ेगा. Jayadratha. So that Jayadratha, so when the what was not that. No, that was Jayadratha's father. This is someone else. कृष्ण भगवान अंदर गए थे और उसको आशीर्वाद दिया था in the cave
रणछोड़ जब से उसका नाम रणछोड़ हुआ ना 17 times तो कितना बार.
हाँ, पर एक बार जब गए तो वो केव में गए और वहाँ पे मुचुकुंद ऋषि को उन्होंने आशीर्वाद देके he became liberated. हाँ, तो Mahatma Gandhi was the avatar of Kabir, and in this manner Adbhut Ramayan was written by Valmiki, and with the same bhavana, just like we have the bhavana of every great person, like our Chinmayanandji. He is said to be avatar. He himself said, "I am the incarnation of Kapil Muni," and not because many people have said that. Then he started saying that if someone asked him, and in this way, who are you, avatar of? किस खेत की मूली हो तुम? तो अपने आप को बनाओ. See, Valmiki also was something different, but he became became something great. So that is how.
It's the identification of the lover with the loved. When the lover identifies fully with the loved, it becomes the incarnation of the lover.
हाँ, but
जैसे आप वो उस पर ध्यान लगाते रहते
करेक्ट करेक्ट करेक्ट, वो अपने आप अपने अंदर से स्फुरना हो जाती है. बिल्कुल 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 बिल्कुल.
Then you become.
पर जरूरी नहीं है.
जरूरी.
कभी कभी कई चीजें हमको पता नहीं है, वी डोंट नो द स्टोरीज. सो when if Valmiki, Rishi Valmiki has taken the avatar of Tulsidas ji, Tulsidas ji doesn't know.
No.
It is other people who are saying that he is the avatar of Tulsidas ji. It is ऐसे Ramchandra ji also doesn't know that he is Narayana.
That's right.
People are saying his prowess, his actions in the world are showing that he is that.
If you look at the life of Ramakrishna, whenever he prayed to Devi or whoever,
नहीं,
he became one.
वो आइडेंटिफिकेशन हो गया.
तो when it's a complete
हाँ, पर वो आइडेंटिफिकेशन हो गया. हम उसकी बात नहीं कर रहे हैं, हम यहाँ पे अवतार की बात कर रहे हैं. यहाँ पे अवतार इज डिफरेंट एंड बीइंग आइडेंटिफाइड इज डिफरेंट. ह्यूमन बीइंग आइडेंटिफाइज विद समवन एंड देन दोज क्वालिटीज स्टार्ट एक्सप्रेसिंग थ्रू दैट पर्सन. बट अवतार इज अवतरित, ही हैज कम डाउन. When we identify, a human being identifies with something, he raises his consciousness. Whereas the Paramatma or great rishis, when they take avatar, they come down to benefit the humanity. So in this manner, according to the intellectuals and Vidwans, that this Adbhut Ramayan must have come about somewhere in the 17th century. 17th century, yeah. And with this Rachana of Adbhut Ramayan, what is being propagated? Only truth is being propagated. What is being gained if people study at this Adbhut Ramayan? They will gain the supreme truth. That, and anything that is created something like this, बेशक हमने कभी राम को नहीं मिले, हम वेरियस वाल्मीकि को नहीं मिले, भारद्वाज को नहीं मिले, इन सब को नहीं मिले, लेकिन इसको पढ़ के अपने दिल को खुशी बहुत मिलती है और अपना उद्धार होता है. और एंड यू गेन. सो यहाँ पे बताते हैं that if you see the history of India, Bharat, that throughout the period of the history of Bharat, again and again, different times, the various Mahatmas have come and they have brought the scriptures for the benefit of the humanity, and there is no doubt about that. And in the dharmic kshetra, in the field of dharma, the Shakti Upasana was very strong. In the Rajnitik, in the politic kshetra, in that politics, who were the great one? The Sahasra Bahu, Ravan, and many other क्रूर को क्या बोलेंगे? Cruel. Cruel is cruel. Cruel, and those who had gone against the dharma, and because of other people coming from different countries and taking over the Bharat Kshetra and looting all the wealth of the land of Bharat, and also taking advantage of the Bharatiya Nari, and most of the, in our tradition, whether you take the Sanatan Dharma, which also includes Buddhism, Jainism, etc., the sanctity of the woman and the man was very, very pure. She was committed to the man, man was committed to the woman, and this सतीत्व, सती की प्रथा क्या थी? सती मतलब ये नहीं कि सिर्फ के जलना है. Satitva means the commitment to one man or one wife. That was pativrata. That is satitva. And that was destroyed by these invaders, and that satitva became to protect their honor. They started doing immolating themselves, and and as a result of how many years now? From 9th century, the Muslim invaders started coming.
800 years.
9th century. So now it is
Different.
1100 years. So first it was the Muslims, then it was the Britishers. So and that is, if you take that according to the वो जो क्रिया योग जो कहते हैं ना, Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, according to him 1200 years is the length of Kali Yuga.
One cycle.
1200 years. And for exactly 1200 years we were controlled or ruled by outside forces. Twice the number of Kali Yuga is Dwapar Yuga. 3 times the years of Kali Yuga is the Treta Yuga, and 4 times the years of Kali Yuga is the Sat Yuga. So now it seems we are coming out of it. Modi ji has come.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
And it's a churning period right now. So here it is told that where are we? And because of this cruelty of the invaders, the woman of the Bharat of India, she became very helpless because there was no one to support. They used to kill all the children, they used to kill all the males. Who is left? Only woman is left. What to do? And therefore she was in a very pitiable condition. And because there were less men, more women, then men started feeling important. The Brahmins, etc., they started thinking that we are the upholders of the religion, and somewhere some strict rules started coming that woman should not go out of the house, woman should not do this, woman should not, she should cover her face, etc. वो पर्दा वर्दा जो होता था, पहले ये सब नहीं था. And the man started thinking that he is better, he is greater, and he is the ruler of everything, and not only the woman but also the jada sampatti, all the and many people even started, because woman could not take care of herself physically and with strength, they started looking down upon the woman also. And nobody had in their mind how to uplift the womankind in India for a long time because of the circumstances. And in short, the Sanatan Dharma was getting corrupted because of these type of attitudes. And this Ramayana, the samskaras that are given through the character of Sita, through the character of Ramchandraji and other characters within, they become examples for us that what is the greatness of a man as well as a woman. Here even a bear, Jambavanji, he is also not looked down upon. Even a monkey, he is that Vanar Jati, it is also not looked down. Nobody is looked down upon in Ramayana. Everyone has been given the importance. Even to this extent that whenever Ramchandraji used to kill any Asura or Rakshasa or even like person like Bali, he went and, or Jatayu for that matter, he did the Antim Sanskar. That is our Sanskriti. So, and Ramayana teaches us, brings us back to the dharma that we should be following. how to bring about the Lok Kalyan, how to take care of the society, and how to uplift the woman, keeping this all in mind, this in the 17th century. So probably that time the change is coming slowly. So at that time it seems that this Adbhut Ramayan was composed. अब तुम कहोगे कि ये तो वाल्मीकि की लिखी हुई है, तो इधर कैसे आ गई? वाल्मीकि is not, he is not vanished from the universe. He is still there. All the great rishis are still there. So he must have come, because nobody knows who has written it, just was found. So in this way, this could be the possibility. Ramchandra ji doing this stuti of the praise of Sita ji, and considering Sita ji as Parabrahma Paramatma, and not only accepting Sita ji as Parabrahma Paramatma, but also experiencing Sita ji as Parabrahma Paramatma, and then touching her feet and doing the pranam, and then asking a boon from Sita ji in that form, and becoming afraid. Greater than this, all this is still understood, but becoming afraid of seeing the Raudra Roop of the Mahakali Roop of Sita ji and becoming afraid. Ramchandra ji became afraid. When we listen to all these things, it is very important for the men who to consider this woman who is the who has the swaroop of the Mahakali or Jagdamba, etc., that they should respect their wives or the womankind in that form. They must consider them to be Devi. See, there is one, you know Narayan and Aarti, and it is so beautiful in their house and in their community. She calls him Deva, and he calls her Devi. यानी अहो, एजी, ओजी, ओए, और आजकल तो वो भी नहीं है नाम से. अशोक, आना इधर. Rajan, that respect is gone. That does not invoke the greatness out of that other person. These are signs of that we are equal. So, yeah, we have to be equal in our heart and mind, not at the outer expression. So, in this manner, where are we? So we must give respect to the womankind, and those people who do not have this faith that woman is the incarnation of that supreme Shakti, such people, they trouble the womankind. See, and this you see very prevalent in a particular religion which has a particular way of approach towards the womankind. They only kill, they only terrorize, because in heaven they will get 73. So this shows their mentality.
Lot of development still required.
But they're still living in the past.
They just goods and chattels.
Aye?
Goods and chattels जो बोलते हैं slaves.
And some people in Australia also, just now someone was called, he had one girl, Vietnamese or Filipino girl, as a slave for so many years. She escaped and told the people, the authorities, he's in jail. Every tidbits they keep coming up. In whichever country a womankind is not happy, she's miserable, in that country the Lakshmi, which Lakshmi? Not Griha Lakshmi, Rashtra Lakshmi, she becomes रूठ जाती है उस देश से जहाँ पे स्त्री के प्रति आदर भाव ना हो, आदर की भावना ना हो, या उसके प्रति the bhavana that she is the incarnation of the divine mother. ये ना हो. If she is only considered as a bhoga vastu, then अभी तुम देख रहे हो पैलेस्टाइन में क्या हो रहा है, तुम देख रहे हो ईरान में क्या हो रहा है, तुम देख रहे हो यमन में क्या हो रहा है, तुम देख रहे हो all those type of countries with that type of bhavana, what is going on there. It survived for some time because of their strength and whatever, but it can't last for continuously. And same thing is in our house also. Why only talk about the world? In our house also, where the woman is not respected and considered as the incarnation of the Divine Mother, then there also the wealth does not stay. So this is not to show that man is less or woman is less, or it is to show that this is the right way of living, and to reignite this thinking. In the 17th century, Adbhut Ramayan came about to bring out the greatness of the woman. And we have in our country Rani Lakshmi Bai, Ahilya Bai Holkar, and many cases are there, but they are only here and there. It's not a continuous. And that mindset was changed. And in this way, the Mahalakshmi becomes angry with that country, and then there is slavery, there is atyachar, and then there is poverty, and people of that country then have to fight with all these negatives that come. So as a country, people must come together to protect the woman, to expand the abilities of the woman, to uplift the woman, and this idea that that I am man and she is woman, I am greater, I am stronger, I am the head of the house, all these thoughts must be thrown out of your mind, and as an equal, and that equalness will only come when we think like Ram and Sita. Complete samarpan towards the other. And that samarpan will come when you consider the other one to be the Sakshat Devi. And in this manner, remove all the differences from your mind, and we continue to do the Shakti Puja as well as the Matru Puja. अब अपने culture में क्या होता है? We do Saraswati Puja for the mother or for the education, isn't it? करवा चौथ किस लिए होता है? इसलिए नहीं होता कि सिर्फ आदमी के लिए करना है, वो औरत के लिए भी है. अभी गया ना करवा चौथ. देन धनलक्ष्मी, बिफोर धनोत्रयोदशी होता है दिवाली के पहले, दैट इज अगेन धनलक्ष्मी. दिवाली के दिन, ऑन द डे ऑफ दिवाली, रामचंद्र जी इज नॉट प्रेड टू. लक्ष्मी पूजा घर में होती है. एंड व्हेन वी गो टू देवेन एंड दीपा's house, we will be doing Lakshmi Puja there. So in a culture where this all is, the Shakti is established, Devi is established and prayed to, that will prosper and expand. And in this way, the Shakti Puja, doing Shakti Puja and spiritual upliftment in your life, there is a great connection. When I was small, 1.5 years old, just learned to walk. That picture is still there in my mind. I don't know how. And Monday to Friday, I used to be with my grandparents because parents used to go to work. And from the backyard, there was a street, and across the street, 3 houses away was another house. And there one lady was there. We all went to that Malti ashram, Maharashtra. They fed us, and then so that Malti ashram, she had passed away when we went, but she used to be the mother in the house, She was married when she was 14 years old. She had so many miscarriages and probably 12 children, 14 children. Out of them, half of them died because of cholera, this, that, or some disease, because they were poor. But when I met them, their children were in their teens, early teens. And I used to, when I used to go, I used to go to, I know in the kitchen where the मूंगफली बड़ी है, दाना, and I know where the good is. And अभी दांत आ रहे थे, तो खाने में बड़ा मजा आता था. So I used to go and point to that, and sometimes even climb to the stool and try to. And that time, I still clearly remember that she used to sit. Everyone has gone to school, husband has gone to work. That was how it used to be once in those days. And she used to be alone. She used to finish all her work in the morning, and she will sit for 2-3 hours doing the puja of the Devi. बाल सारे खुले हुए, आंखों में ये तेज, इतना बड़ा कुंकू लगा के, and I used to go and sit in her lap while she is doing puja. तो वहाँ से कुछ आ गया होगा. And she became a great person. See, Swami Shivananda gave her the sannyas. And so even though she was in Grahastha, she got sannyas, because from inside she was completely virakt. She was completely disconnected with the world, even while living in the world. So by studying this, when we invoke this Shakti within our life by way of puja, by way of chanting, by way of meditation, etc., or by chanting of Om or any God's name, automatically the spiritual journey becomes invoked within us, and we come to eventually realize that Shiva and Shakti, Shiva and Parvati, are the first parents of this universe. And in this way, that the male and the female principle, or the Purush and Prakriti principle, they are complementary, they are not against each other, there is no one higher or no one lower. This comes as a result of the Adhyatmik Unnati, as we grow further within us. And when we invoke the Shiva Shakti in our life, we become free from the Sansar Chakra, Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam, Punarapi Jathare Shayanam. So we do not enter into the womb of any more womb in order to. You get into the womb only when you have memories of your life. Remember one thing. If you have memory only of the God, there is no rebirth. But while remembering the God, if you still have some memory of your life, that I was born, these were my parents, this, blah, 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 and it is gone deep in your heart, again there will be birth. And in this manner, a person becomes free from the Sansar Chakra, and just as Shakti and Sita are inseparable. We saw the Sita ji taking the form of the Mahashakti, Mahakali. Similarly, Ram and Shiv are inseparable. They are one and the same. And therefore, Ramchandra ji is continuously praying to Shiv ji, and Shiv ji is continuously praying to Ramchandra ji. वैसी तुलसी रामायण वैसी शुरू होती है. हाँ. So the first step in spiritual unfoldment is controlling your 10 senses. What are the 10 senses? First is the karmendriyas, that is hands, legs, genitals, anus, and speech. These are the first 5. The second 5 are seeing, hearing, touching, feeling, tasting. The 5, these are called the jnanendriyas, and the first 5 were called the karmendriyas. These 10, this is the Dashamukha Ravan. This is the Dashamukha Ravan. A person who is a slave of these 10 is called Ravan. Are we a slave of these 10? Yeah.
Not 10, maybe 2 or 3.
You're getting there, man.
So we must not forget this. This is not to put us down or think yourself to be low, that we are Ravan then. No, in everyone there is a Ravan, and everyone there is a Ram. You raise yourself. It's just told from a story point of view. In Yoga Sutra, it is in Ashtanga Yoga, it's also said the first steps are control your senses, Shama, Dama, Uparama. So here it is told that when Ramchandraji has killed Dashamukha Ravan, meaning he has got the what you call, he has purified, he is not affected by these 10 Indriyas. Similarly, whose son is he? Ramchandraji is the son of Dasharatha. Dasharatha. Dasha again 10. Then who is this 10? Is Dasharath a master of his 10 senses? No, he is not master. But he is master enough to ride the 10 senses and take them in the direction that he wants. And therefore he is emotional. Therefore he is attached. Whereas Ramchandraji, he is Dashamukhamardan. He has controlled the 10 senses. And what Sitaji is going to do is Sahasramukha. So in this manner, the first step is control your 10 senses. Only after controlling the 10 senses, the Sahasramukh, the infinite desires, the infinite vasanas that are lurking within your mind, they can be killed. You cannot kill the unwanted thoughts that are appearing in your mind in the dream or when you start chanting the name. You cannot control them unless you have controlled the 10 senses. To think that I'll continue living at the sensory level and I'll do the name of the Lord and my mind will become purified, you are going the wrong way. Chanting of the name of the Lord must bring these 10 senses under our control. It must purify them. If it is not happening, then we are doing something, our bhavana is wrong. And in this way, only after that we will be completely purified of our vasanas or the samskaras that are in our bosom. These vasanas, these samskaras are the ones which become desire. They appear as thought. So this is the system. And for that, the sadhana of Kundalini. Now, how do you invoke the Shakti? Kundalini Shakti. It is the Kundalini Shakti. Either you do it through puja. Many people do. The first step is they do the puja, they invoke, do the havan, they do the puja, they do the क्या बोलते हैं? हवन कुंड नहीं, Shri Chakra Puja, Shri Vidya Puja. These are different ways of invoking the Shakti. And yet, because they are not able to sit quiet, they have to do something called puja. But if the bhavana is correct, the puja drops away, and while doing the puja, you become internalized, and the Shakti starts rising. And the Shakti rising is Mooladhar, Swadhisthana, Manipur, Anahat, Vishuddhi, Agya and Sahasrar. And each one has its position. Mooladhar is at the coccyx, Swadhisthana is at the genital level, Manipur is the Nabhi level, Anahat is at the heart level, Vishuddhi is at the throat, this empty, hollow of the throat, that level, and the Agya Chakra is at the third eye level, and Sahasrar is the top of your head. And you have to go beyond. So here it says that we invoke the Shakti, the Kundalini Shakti, and by during the event of killing of Sahasramukh Ravan, at that time Ramchandraji became unconscious. What does that mean? Is it possible for Ramchandraji to become unconscious? It's not possible. He is the Lord himself. Then what has happened? Here he is giving clarification. because we should not go in the wrong direction of thinking. He says, at that time when Sahasra Mukh Ravan, meaning all the vasanas in your mind, all the subconscious impressions, memories, everything of past, present, future, for past lives and future lives, everything becomes completely zero, is killed away by the Shakti. When will it happen? When from Agya you move to the Sahasra, that time it happens. And this is the stage where we saw that the first light is seen, then and various things. So all those things happen in between. Chandrama is seen, etc. So here it says that at that time Ramchandraji became unconscious, meaning he became, we won't say he became unconscious, he became introverted. He became introverted. He was looking duality, Sita ji, and he was looking at Ravana as separate to him. Duality is there. But when his Shakti, his Ardhangini invoked herself, he became introverted. Whenever, this is how our Swamiji has explained Amrit Anubhav also. When Shakti became invoked as Sattva, Rajas, Tamas and the whole creation, there it is told, Shivji, for some moment he opens his eyes, but immediately goes back into meditation again. And here, this is the Samhar Leela. This is the through the Sahasra Mukh Ravan. Sahasra Mukh means infinite Mukh. There in the Durga Saptashati, that Sahasra Mukh Ravan is expressed as Rakta Bij. Wherever it goes, he comes up. There she kills him from the root, and so that he is not able to be born again. There she collects, so fast she goes, she collects everything and devours it. And so here, the first is Indriya, you have to conquer your senses, and after that, you have to control your mind. You have to gain victory over your mind. You cannot gain victory over your mind. I do meditation, and what is outside? अच्छा खाने के लिए क्या है? नहीं होएगा. So, you want to do meditation? First control your senses. Control of senses automatically will lead you to victory over the mind. Victory over the mind will lead to meditation. But we have got it all upside down. We want to do meditation first without mind control, and we have not done mind control and also not the sensory control. And this way, and this is the rule. Not only for this, it is the rule if you want to gain success in any aspect of your life. This is the system. Control your senses, control your mind, be focused on that, on the goal that you have. But we want to be focused on the goal, but we want to be distracted also. We want to think of all the different options also. Success will not come.
Ekagrachit.
Ekagrachit. Correct.
You start with the food.
Aye?
आहार से शुरू करें.
कहीं से भी शुरू करो, कहीं से भी शुरू करो, पर शुरू करो. क्योंकि अभी आप मेरे से देख रहे हो, तो आंख से शुरू करो. अभी आप मेरे से बोल रहे थे, बोलने से शुरू करो. अभी आप बैठे हुए हो, अपने शरीर से शुरू करो. So you have to be alert about it everywhere, every moment. And that is the price that we have to pay if we are sincere about spiritual unfoldment. If we want to have the Sakshat Darshan of Ram and Sita, then we have to do this. And once we have become victorious over the mind, then the Sita Ram or Jeev Ishwar, Ram is the Jeev, Jeev is the Shakti, Ishwar is the Purusha. Purusha Prakriti, Jeev Ishwar, all this is how it is all one, that becomes self-revealed. You don't have to study any books after that. And in this way, once we have attained this, once we have gained the vision of oneness, that how Ram and Sita are one and how Ram and Sita alone are expressing as this entire variety of creation, after that no sadhana is required to be done. फिर उसके बाद क्या आता है? परमानंद। फिर उसके नीचे नहीं उतर सकते, फिर उसके नीचे नहीं आ सकते। इसको बोलते हैं परमानंद, इनफाइनाइट ब्लिस। And in this way, it is the advent of completeness, this vision. And it is not that you cannot pinpoint, this is what I studied, or that is what I studied, or this is that, this is that. No, you just know that it is a knowingness that everything is one, and that I am. That is Ramchandraji and Sita ji. And in this way, the Sita ji, having taken the Maheshwar Pad and then giving up that Maheshwar Pad, taking the position of a divine being to kill the Sahasramukh Ravan, and then giving it up and coming back to being a human being as Sita, which is Ram's wife. This is the complete sadhana. So raise yourself, but keep your feet on the ground. Don't remain in the head that I have achieved this, I have achieved that, I have this siddhi, I have that siddhi. You see many people getting lost. Whereas Sita ji, she is through her actions in life, she is exemplifying how one should come. And in this manner, we will conclude here for the moment, and we'll look at it from this point onwards tomorrow. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. बोलो सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। नमः पार्वती पतये, हर हर महादेव।